And that's the thing, like when I sign into this account here,
Yeah.
the admin account, you have control over everything here, right?
Yeah.
So like like the first time when you sign in,
Mhm.
an audio setup will pop up, and that's just to verify your headset and kind of talk into it, just so the system recognizes it.
Yeah.
I always skip it on this one here because it's a demo.
Hmm.
But you see everything on the left of the screen there? That's only going to be seen by your agents.
Mhm.
I mean, only seen by you. Your agents will never see anything on this side of the screen there, okay? So just so you know, what you're looking at right now here is the manager side. The agent side actually looks the same. Only difference is you see the dashboard here? It's all empty for them. So the only thing an agent might be able to see is my appointments, and that's it. The whole thing, it's all going to be clear for them. So no floor map, users, leads, nothing, right? Just my appointment. For them to start the dialer, it's really simple. They just select ready. So ready mode is the mode that turns the dialer on, and you're going to press ready. Dialer is going to start dialing in the background. And when somebody picks up the phone, the lead is actually going to connect immediately over here, okay? So it's a very quick and immediate connection, and this is what it looks like. Like almost immediately, you'll hear a beep. Profile is going to appear up exactly like this. You'll have the person's name. You'll have the person's contact information here. Lead details. This can be customized to what you want your agents to notate. Ignore billing details, but they'll have a script over here if you want. And by the way, we can change the script per campaign. If you have a real estate campaign, we can have a real estate script. If you have a solar campaign, we can have a solar script. So just remember that, okay? You have Google Maps. You have contact history showing how many times you talk to this client. What happens? Like, do you guys want to transfer the leads out of the dialer? Like, how does it work right now for you over there?
Okay, so we have Pipeline. Have you heard about Pipeline, which is a CRM?
Yes, we have.
Okay, so what we're thinking to do is pretty much integrate Pipeline, right, with Readymode. That's an option number one. And as an option number two, just pretty much get the leads out in a CSV format and just upload them, to Readymode, right?
We could
So,
do that easily. You got two options actually. You could do it that way, or you could have the leads post live into the dialer too. Whatever's easier for you at the end of the day.
I see. Okay. All right.
Like whatever you feel is important for your team, I can do both. So we can have them post live into the dialer into separate campaigns. So you can have one for real estate, one for like right now, what kind of leads are in your pipeline?
They are both, aged leads and new leads from Facebook, Instagram, and website. Pretty much gathering.
Understood. And we can have them all like when the leads come in, do you want them assigned to every agent or to a couple agents?
Okay, because this is pretty much a pilot, right? We're gonna go ahead and just add it to I would say pretty much for the first 2 days to one agent, and then we're gonna start integrating more agents. As far as I am understanding, from the previous conversation with the client.
Yes. So we could do the same thing here. As you guys add more agents, we can add more agents to that group as well for you, okay?
Okay.
So that won't be anything to worry about over here.
Awesome.
Awesome. Put it this way, what other questions do you guys have?
Fernando, did you see any relevant information in the videos?
So it seems that on the left-hand side is the actions. Are they able to see the one on the left? Not interested, call back, do not call. This is what they see
Yes.
when they receive or there's an outbound call. This is what comes up, right?
Yeah. So I'll give you an example, like the tabs over there on the left, right? What you could do is to literally customize them to whatever category you want, right? So you pick and choose whatever group fits, and that's what we can do. We can have, if it's not interested, I can have the lead call back every month. It's not available, I can get a call back every half an hour, right? Or every 3 hours, whatever state legally allows, right? If it's a sale, I can put it to sale and have the lead not get called out to. Like typically speaking, what happens when these guys have a good lead? Like, do they transfer it back to their boss? Like, how does it work?
We transfer them either warm transfer, through, we're actually using right now air call, right? And or we set up an appointment through Calendly. Yeah.
So you can do the same thing. You can set up your appointment to Calendly, or you could do a live transfer out of this dialer straight to whichever one you want, three-way call.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
we'll
and all they have to do is, have Rover connected here. You actually have a soft phone, and above 123, I can have the number programmed. They press the button, number goes out. Same thing, full three-way calling as well.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, as long as we have their number, huh?
100%.
Okay.
Or you could manually type it in your call, but I like to have it programmed automatically just so your agents don't have to think. They can just get the number
Yes.
out and go.
Let me ask you these. How many calls would the dialer do per minute?
You can make 12 calls at a time, right? That's at a time. So in a minute, you could pump out hundreds. Depends on how many agents you have at the end of the day,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But yeah, like we're not going to limit you. Put it that way. Like for those clients, if they want a dialer that can do, like if let's say if they have 5 agents, for example, the dialer is not going to be doing 5 calls at a time. It's going to be doing like maybe like 7 or 8 calls, but at a time, right? So you could be easily making 50 to 100 calls a minute if you really had to, right? Because if no one's connecting, the dialer is going to speed up naturally, right?
Okay, yeah, I believe that I've seen a setting, right? That
Yes.
depending on the answer rate.
We could do it like this here under the settings. And whether you have full control over this as well, right? But I'll show you a couple of new features here. So if I hit, sorry, wrong button here. If I click lead distribution here, right? And edit background speed, I can edit whatever speed I want here. No issues, right? If I have 1 agent, 2 calls, I can get this much higher. I can do 7 calls at a time, 10. If I want 12, there it is, 12, right? Easily. Just so you know, if the more agents you have, you can actually go up to 38 calls as well. But in addition to this, what I want you to see is this. Remember how I showed you leads earlier? So when you access these campaigns, and I'll do it again here just so you can keep up with me.
Okay.
But when you press leads on the manager screen and general leads, notice how this playlist 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to assume each client of yours has a separate campaign, right?
Okay.
You can actually increase the speed individually for them. So if some campaigns are running smooth, maybe you want to keep them the same, right? But if some clients are like, hey, you know what? I need the dialer speed higher. Cool. Let's configure that campaign to go faster, right? And you can do that automatically.
Okay. So it's recommended because we're going to start with 1 agent, right? So it's recommended just to do calls per agent, I believe it is. Let's say 3, right? And pretty much keep it just 1 agent because we don't want people to pick up and then don't have an agent available.
Exactly. We don't want abandoned calls either. It's a lose-lose for both of us.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Now, you mentioned something. So let's say playlist 1, it's pretty much referring to a campaign. Let's say in this case, the course, we're trying to get people interested in, and then playlist 2 can be another, type of product, right?
Exactly. And I'll even do you one better, and I'll leave this up to you. I can make the manager account free if you don't need the floor map.
Well, what do you think the difference or the advantages of having a floor map are?
Floor map is just other than seeing the call live, that's pretty much it, right? Because remember, call logs is always going to update every call anyways.
Right. Okay, yeah, so that we can start getting, acquaintance with the system, see how it works, and then if we need it, then add that, right? So yeah, that's good. I think that's a good idea.
If we could assign skills, I have experience with Ring Central, and what we used to do was if there were different call campaigns, different accounts, we simply assign the skills, right? So I think that's the same thing as playlist. Playlist 1 and playlist 2 could be a different skill.
And you can assign priority as well. So if you have certain agents that are more skilled than others, we can assign priority as well for them.
Correct.
But yeah, we do skill based as well over here.
Primary, I see that too.
Okay. What is the support you guys give? Because I remember I had dialed, and it's not bad in comparison to other, providers. But what can you tell us about the support? In order to set things up, how long it will take? Because we kind of need it for soon.
I'll give you an example. If you want to access the dialer, support's 24/7. Like it's available Monday to It's actually 24/6. Sorry, it's available Monday to Saturday. Right. So if your agents have any questions, they can always call in. I'm gonna make sure you guys get access to our webinar as well. So it's like a webinar with a couple other BPO companies like yourself, where it's really just one or two other companies on there, just so we can go over and answer any questions you have, right? Yeah, like it's very simple to do it, right? Like we're not gonna make anything complicated for you guys.
Mm.
But support's very quick live. Yeah, and tech support's always gonna be available. Those are all live one-on-one phone calls. Yeah, once you guys hit more than 5 users, I actually do assign an actual tech rep to you as well. These guys can help train your agents as well. That's when you're above 5, and your pricing also goes from 150 to 120 as well. So
Okay,
you get
so
the tech rep and lower price.
okay, so pretty much, for 5 agents, then the cost starts 120.
Exactly.
Okay. Now, yeah, that's good. So if we, let's say, sign up right now, just to say, right, how do you think that we could be using the dialer by later today or by tomorrow?
Oh, why don't you, like, if you upload your list of leads, you can use it right now. It doesn't take that long, right?
Yeah, okay.
For us to make you go live, I can get your logins out to you within 30 minutes. That won't be an issue here. Not only can I get the logins out to you, but I can do you one more solid as well. Not only can I get the logins out, but I can even have the, give you guys access to tech support immediately too, right? To help upload your leads into the dialer.
Okay, yeah, because we don't want to pretty much be lost in the process if we needed it, right?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, man. No, and I don't want that either for you guys.
Awesome. Cool. So let me ask you, so you're gonna send me some sort of proposal, right, or some information to our email?
Yes.
And can you do, please, if it's possible, you can do the proposal for for 2 agents, and then a proposal for 5 agents.
Understood. So so pretty much it'll be 300 versus 600, just so you know price wise. Okay.
Okay, sounds good. And now with the 301, you said that we're not gonna have the manager, right, account, or the admin account, I believe it was,
Exactly. With the 5-1, you will.
at $600.
Exactly.
Okay.
So it's
Yeah.
almost the same price. By the time you finish, it's like really $150 difference.
And then you get 3 more. Well, yeah, I think it makes sense, yeah, send it.
Luis,
Go ahead.
just real quick, if we can touch base on the licensing situation. So there will be different licenses for account managers, supervisors, and agents, or how does that work?
So the pricing is actually the same universally. Access is where the difference comes into play, right? So for example, if you're a manager, like you and Luis, you guys are gonna have access to everything at the end of the day, right? But if you're, let's say, if you're 1 level above the agent or 2 levels above the agent, like you tell us kind of on what you need. Do you want them to have different dispositions? Because we can do that, right? Do you want them to get the transfers? Because we can do that as well. Like there's many ways we can create the different tiers for you. Like I'll show you what I mean here briefly, just so you can see this. But if I click users, I have what's called, customer service, agents, admin. So I can keep everyone separated in different categories.
Awesome. And can you navigate through the admin account just to see the difference?
Admin account is what we were on right now, right? So
okay.
yeah, so it's literally what we were on right now.
Okay.
But yeah, like agent accounts literally, remember, the same thing, except you don't have access to the dashboard.
Okay. And how does the floor map look?
On floor map, you'll have access and you'll be able to see. You can listen to the phone calls, whisper, barge takeover. Listen to whisper, the same thing. Actually, listen there. Whisper, you can speak to them without the customer hearing, right? And then you could barge and take the whole phone call over too.
Okay. All right. And this one you said it's an extra, right? Well, 150.
Exactly. On the if you have less than 3 licenses, even 4 licenses, that's what it is.
Okay.
5 and up.
Besides these options that we're looking at right here, what other features are included here?
Once again, guys, it's unlimited outbound dialing throughout North America. So you can make as many phone calls as you want. There won't be any issues there. right? So yeah, be as aggressive as you can, right? Pretty much.
Cool, cool. Well, that's a good point. We almost forget to ask, right? If there was any limitation in the amount of calls, but that's good to
So
hear. It's
unlimited
not.
outbound dialing. Remember, inbound there is a charge of 2 cents per minute, but outbound we expect you guys to be unlimited here. Okay.
Cool, cool, cool. Now, just real quick for the floor map, you said pretty much the options are listen, whisper, barge, and call, but nothing else. Like any other type of feature or programming that you do through floor map?
What were you expecting? Just so I can answer a bit better.
I don't know, maybe if it was another type of programming, or reset, let's say for leads, or something else.
You can always reset leads over here, right?
Uh-huh.
So when you have to reset leads, it'll say reset leads. Press it like under where it says floor map status.
Uh-huh.
It'll reset the leads. But typically speaking, our leads can be set to automatically recycle anyways, so you won't really have that issue.
Okay, that's cool, because I remember looking at that reset option whenever the dialer had already called all the leads, right? So you could just click reset right there, because I had not seen it anywhere else how to reset. But you're telling me, I mean, of course we'll be able to do it, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool.
And it's just one button. It's nothing complicated.
All right, all right. Yeah, Fernando, do you have more questions?
Also, in addition to all this, you guys also have access to our Readymode Training Academy as well to help train any new agents that are coming on board.
Yeah, give me all the features. Give me let me know, like, if we've never seen these, what we're gonna have access to, because we're interested. And I believe that having this tool in our portfolio, it's to the best of the interest of both, right? For you and for us, right? So let me know everything that's relevant. I don't know if you can put all that information in an email.
Yeah, I'll send you the invoice. I'll send you the quote, and I'll also make sure you guys have the recording as well when this
Okay,
finishes. I'll actually stop it right now here for you guys, just so I can get access to it very quickly here. And whenever you guys are ready, just let me know. And what was your timeline like?